What's up, everybody? How we doing? Welcome to Man Cave, aka a Men's Fellowship. This is a rendezvous for men, a community if men feel safe to express ourselves. And what is the purpose of this page? The purpose of this page is to encourage ourselves, support ourselves. It's basically a support page for men and women of all, for men of all ages, size, classification, qualification, status, married, single, middle-aged, divorced, widower. You're welcome to this page, and this is a no judgment free zone. All right, we're not going here to put anybody down. So whatever we're going to be said here is basically educational, and it's going to be inspirational, and it's going to be motivational, and above all, it's going to be something to take home, something to learn. You see, as long as you're on the face of the earth, there is no stop or pause to learning, because no man is an island. So I'd like to welcome you. If this is the first time you are meeting me, my name is Chris Onyedinachi. An advocate of the gospel of Jesus Christ, a believer, a crusader, a campaigner, and it's above all a child of God. I'm nobody in the spectrum of fame and popularity. I'm nobody. All right, so there's nothing to me. I'm just a man, late 40s. Okay, so, and as a matter of fact, we have a backlog of so many things that we should be talking about. We are far behind. We got to so many things from a business music mogul, top executive that's been apprehended, is in jail. Man, there's a lot of manly things in our environment that we're going to be looking at, and we're not going to be talking about the personality here. We're going to be talking about the character, and we're going to be looking at what other ways could things would have been better to so that we can be better for it. Those of us who are here, who are alive, who are free. All right. If you are be living under a rock, and I mean that respectively. In other words, if you have not buried your head and they sound like a proverbial ostrich, you will already know that there are a lot of things going on. A lot of men been doing very bad, naughty things from the US to Africa, and the list is endless. Right here, I'm not going to be mad, but by mere description of the scenario, the situation, and all of that, you will already know where I'm going to if you have your ears close to the ground. So today we're going to be talking about the incidences making a round. And between you and I'm going to take it back to the apprehension of the top music mogul, top executive in the music industry in the United States of America, whose fame cuts across continents. And you already know who I'm talking about, who's already currently apprehended for diverse incidences, from molestation to abuse to assault to the list is endless. All right. And we're going to be looking at that to say what went wrong. How did it happen that one who was given the keys to the cities of both California and New York got apprehended with, trumped up charges such that the judges won't even listen to, appeal for a bail. And, just like the incidents that happen in life, the day a person got sick is not the day the person, the sickness happened, the day a divorce happened, the day the divorce was filed, the day the divorce was signed, it wasn't the day that the divorce, you know, the symptoms, started. The symptoms started a long time ago. But by and large, people fail to pay attention. People fail to listen. And when society refuses to take responsibility, you make a monster out of a few individuals who come and terrorize others. All right? And that is what is happening as men. Whether you are a contemporary person who is pulling from both the traditional and the negative, what are the take homes for me with regards to what I have read, what I've watched on the blogs, on news, and in the social media and the main media, what I've read, and the sum up of what has happened to this man. The backstories, whether they are believable, my take home, whatever it is that you are ambitious about, whatever it is that you are ambitious about, let your ambition be moderate. That's it. Let your ambition be moderate. Be moderate in your ambition, in the chase for what you desire. Artists, till date, we have very few or no artist has ranked the signed. He has money, he has fame, he has people at his beck and call, he has dined with presidents, top business moguls, captains of industry. But today, he's sitting in jail. He's sitting in jail for antisocial activities. Why? Activities that the society frowns upon. Activities that he's probably been allegedly been doing on a download. And nobody has paid attention to, so to speak, or allegedly. But, right now it has become larger than life. Little things. It was said that, in the course of being ambitious, he got into some situations that are not pleasant for me to talk about here. Like I said, it is not about on this platform. It is what are the takeaways? What are the in your character? Be moderate, be careful. Do not let the ambition drive you. You are the one driving the ambition. You are the one, so be careful. Sometimes the ambition will put it in an environment that is too large, that becomes too large for you to manage. And it is a telltale sign that we need to be careful. Whatever monster you want to create, are you able to control that monster? Are you able to put a leash on it? Because whatever you're trying to create, you should be the one who is in charge. The moment you cease to be in charge, signing away your life for the things you are so ambitious about, it is just a matter of time. By the time you wake up from the paranoia, you will discover that you are no longer in charge of your own life. That there are people that you are pandering to, that you do not have control over yourself because of the people that you have engaged yourself with. So it is important for you as an individual to be careful, watch it, pay attention. Do not be over ambitious. Be contented. These are some of the things I saw. And I'm not here to judge anybody. We are here to learn. Nobody is perfect. But of course, you already know that there are people who have pushed their drive, overboard. People have pushed, the desire to succeed overboard, And the repercussion is what we are seeing. When you go beyond to the of control over other people's lives, how they live, where they go, what to do, it becomes a challenge. And so I do not intend to take so much of our time. What do you think happened to this business mogul, this top music executive, whose ranking is in the upper echelons, who has achieved almost everything, if not everything, there is to achieve in the music industry and beyond, who has established successful businesses, yet could not get it together enough to enjoy all that he has accumulated, and now he is sitting in jail with no bail. What are your takeaways? What do you think went wrong? What do you think happened? What do you what do you think what do you think he would have done differently? What do you think, happened to such a situation? I mean, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because there are a lot of people who are looking up to this individual. There are a lot of people looking up to Shane Diddy Combs. There are a lot of people looking up to him. There are a lot of people hoping and wishing that that they can become like him. A lot of people hoping that they can achieve greatness like he has achieved. But it is one thing to achieve greatness. It is another thing to get it together, to hold it together. That is the most difficult part of it. After achieving it, holding it together is the biggest challenge. Somebody called my attention. He said, and he says something that sucks easy. It is one thing to attain success. It is another thing to stay there. Staying there speaks to a lot of things. Like the availability, you become a scarce individual. And when you become a scarce individual, because you don't live in an island, you relate to people, and those who are closest to you need your attention. And because you are trying to sustain a certain level of success, it becomes a struggle to be available. Availability becomes a struggle. So as men, we need to pay attention. Success goes beyond the acquisition. What about sustainability? What about availability? You're going to give, something is going to give at the end of the day. Something is going to give at the end of the day. And guess what? You don't know yet. Now that you haven't achieved success, you don't know yet what is going to give. Some of the richest people in the world have, gone through divorce, from Bill Gates, to, I guess, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos. And I'm talking about $1 billion payout, divorce payout to their exes. $1 billion to their exes. The richest man in Africa is single. This is their price, the price they are paying, despite all that they have acquired. You would think that the partners of these people, should appreciate what they have, and enjoy with them and relax. But it is the contrary. So it is important that in our achievements, we need to be careful. We need to know when it is enough. We need to be able to find balance. It is obvious that in the quest to achieve success, they missed something, because we all know that divorce is basically answers the question of the fact that there was something wrong. They had balance issues. The other parties might not admit it, but they could not give them they could not satisfy their clients. I mean, I beg your pardon, their partners in one way or the other. They fell short because of the need to achieve success and achieve greater success. Sometimes success is enough, but you want to achieve greater success. You want to prove something to yourself. You want to break boundaries. You want to push boundaries. And in the course of doing that, you begin to sacrifice some things that you ordinarily should stay with you. Okay? I want to thank everybody who's been patient. I want to thank my subscribers, 1,680. Thank you so much for being patient. I know it's been a long time. I haven't posted anything. You see, some of the reasons why we are doing this podcast is because there's a lot going on in society. Like I said, if you're not burying your head in the sand, you will know that there's a lot going on. This generation is a lot of confusion, and they are torn in between and in betwixt, especially people who do not have both parents together, people who grew up in foster homes, people who do not have their fathers in their lives tend to struggle. I read up somewhere where a school asked for volunteer men to show up for children who do not have any father figures in their lives, and we have a lot of male parents that showed up in that school to support children who do not have any father figures in their lives. And when children do not have father figures in their lives, it becomes a challenge for them. They become a tool, whether male or female, when the father figure is not there to set the kids on the right path, to guide the child, to encourage the child, whether it's a male or female. It becomes a challenge because the place of the father figure brings about balance in the life of a child. And these are some of the reasons why I'm doing this podcast. So I will appreciate if you like, share, and subscribe, and turn on the notification button so that every time I come live, and I hope to try and do that every day, God willing, God giving grace. I know the last post I made was sometime in no, but I'm right now. I'm going to come on as much as possible. I appreciate your support. Kind. Man, what do you think? I'm waiting to. What do you think? What are your thoughts on what is going on right now with this top music mogul, top music executive? What do you think? What are your takeaways? What did you learn from this? Let us continue this conversation online. Am I wrong? Am I backing up on the wrong tree? I'm also open to learning. Let us learn and grow together. Let us become better men, irrespective of our age, qualification and what have you. Let us have build a community of people, community of strong men, so that we can be able to support. I know a lot of things going on with men outside, and usually men don't talk. We don't say a lot. We rather sit in and absorb and try to resolve within. Even with fellow men hardly talk. You hardly see a man who will converse with another man based off of what they are going through. Rarely, except their bodies in a way, except they are close in a way, except if some kind of conversation comes up and they become vulnerable and they express themselves. That is why it's easy for women to group together, to bond together, to form a community. Unlike men, we have this, pride is natural with men. Men came in proud.